How to use the search features in DvSum. When you log into DvSum, you land into the home page. So a quick tip about getting back to something you've already looked at is the jump back in. It contains a history of the assets, whether it's tables or columns or reports or glossary terms that you've looked at, and you can quickly access them by clicking them on the left panel. If you talk about search, there's a search bar at the top, and let's say I search for orders. It searches across all the catalog that you have, and it provides the ability to filter. So on the top, we see the tables which contain something related to orders, the columns that might contain the name contains orders, any glossary terms that have the word order in it, and any reports and models, for example, in Tableau and Power BI that might be related to orders. The information that is available from the search results is a card, which gives us the name of the table, if there is any description, any tags associated with it, and some information about when it was recently scanned. We can filter it further. So, for example, I can say I want to look at only the curated zone, and I want to look at the raw zone of my data lake. So it filters the results based on that. We can apply additional filters. For example, I can say, hey, only show me the things that was refreshed in the last 7 days. So now from those 8 objects, I'm down to 4. And I can further filter if, for example, there are different tags associated with data. One of the tags is, whether it's master or transactional data, we can filter down to that. Now, if you want to, you have a defined list of objects or lists that you always want to refer to, you can create views in the different listing views in DvSum. So let's say if you go to data dictionary, and here we see the list of all the objects across all our data sources. And let's say we are all only interested in always referring to our data warehouse. So I can create a view. So you click on more, clone this view. Let's call it all objects in warehouse, and I can choose to define what I want to see. So let's say I'm interested to see when it was last refreshed. Up here, maybe record count, folder, not that important, and let's keep it that. And I can define a criteria here to say the source includes, and I can say that it only includes data warehouse. Of course, you can do multi-select. And there are many different criterias you can use in terms of record count, last refreshed, let's say in the last 7 days, all the other search criterias that we saw in the enterprise search plus more. So let's go ahead and save it. And now you have a persisting list of objects that you can always refer to. Of course, and the views that we create show up here. So I can go back to the default provided by the system and also come back to my existing view. Let's say this view itself is, and we want to do dynamic filtering. So of course there is, search and filtering criteria that's available. So for example, I'm looking for, let's say only orders data. And so it shows me a list of orders. And of course there are management activities you can do in terms of tagging or mass updating. The same capability exists on the field dictionary side. So for example, I might have all columns and I want to create one, which is all the fields that are in data warehouse. And now this gives me a limited list of objects or data elements to focus on. Once you've created these views, you can also share it with others. So I could share it and I can give other users the ability to just view this view, so it'll show up on their list, or we can make them editors, in which case they are also able to make changes to these views. So this listing capability is available in data dictionary, the field dictionary, the analytics dictionary, and business glossary, and it works the same way in all 4 objects.